I learned from Senator Voynich a very important Slovenian phrase. He used to say this in English, but in Slovenian it is "Govorite resnice in naredite čim prej." Speak the truth and leave immediately after. We were very fortunate when we came with the delegation with Mayor Jackson, with Consul General Mouse to Slovenia to be welcomed really as family. And to Your Excellency, the Ambassador to the United States from Slovenia, and to Your Excellency, the Ambassador from Slovenia to the United States, to our Minister of Slovenians Abroad, and to State Representative Yuko, I have to tell you this trip was very special, I think, for all of us who are from Cleveland. It wasn't just because when Mayor Jackson lectured at the University of Ljubljana's law school, every one of those students knew where Cleveland was, every one. It wasn't because when we met the mayor of Ljubljana, he treated us as if we were citizens of Ljubljana. And it wasn't just because whether we were in Koper or Piran, whether we were in Maribor or Ljubljana, Gostilna, Petkošek, or any one of the other places we went to, people were very interested in what was happening here. It's funny, we think of a specific number today of 20 years. And for me, realizing that I was with my colleagues and my friends about to approach the 20th year of independence, for me there was another number, which was 36. It had been 36 years since I had last spoken to my cousin, Lloyd. And I went to Slovenia thinking, well, I'll just look him up in the Yellow Pages. But what happened was very magical for all of us, and for me specifically, when I asked our hotel clerk if she would help me locate this person, and when I told her his name, she opened the desk drawer and pulled out his card because he was the hotel manager of the Cleveland delegation. Only in Ljubljana for a Slovenian American from Cleveland. And to Mike Lensing's point, they still made us pay. And while Mike Lensing did take a few towels, he told me it was okay. But really, when you think about what we saw and the fact that the people of Slovenia who have been through so much, for so long, who have suffered under the hands of two totalitarian regimes in the last century, whether it was the fascists or the communists, to be in Ljubljana and to see people who were so happy, to think that what would they have thought in 1940s Germany when Prešeren was saying that pravi Bog se kliče Bog ljubezni, the only God is the God of love. What would Tito have thought? That when the Cleveland delegation walked out of the hotel on a Monday night, the streets were bustling with market activity and capitalism and commerce and people working and striving to improve themselves. It doesn't really matter, because the history of Slovenia was written thousands of years ago with the Dukes of Carinthia, when they were the inspiration for Thomas Jefferson's Declaration of Independence. Written on our mall, presented to us by Senator Frank J. Laushi, the statement that a page was borrowed when our forefathers in America wrote the words "government of the people, by the people, for the people." There is something special that the ambassador to the United States from Slovenia and the ambassador from Slovenia to the United States are here tonight. I would bet that that doesn't happen anywhere else in this world except Washington and Ljubljana. And why is that? Because the people who came from Slovenia to Cleveland embodied something so historical that no dictator, no leader could ever suppress. Our love of God, our love of true country, and God willing one day our love of the truth and our ability to embrace our past and forgive. I have never felt more close to my parents than I did walking on the streets of Ljubljana in May with the mayor and Mike Lensing. And I know now why I am who I am. Because it's in our genetic code as Slovenians. We care for each other. We care for our families. We love our countries. And we work hard for a better future. say that about so many cultures from around the world. But when my plane left from Ljubljana on that early morning flight, I kept thinking of that song that my mother used to sing to me to wake me up to go to St. Michael's School. And those words came true as much as Poširen and Zanka and every other phrase I've learned in Slovenian. Slovenec sam, Slovenec sam, Slovenec sam. Hvala.